Do you like to bake a soft, fluffy bun like this? I'm not a bread expert, but I can show you how to get it. First, we are going to see how to get the kismis or the black raisins plumpy and soft. Add half cup kismis into the water with half teaspoon baking soda and boil it. Boil the raisins for about 1 minute and keep it aside till it is cool. Then strain it and we will be using it later. Now take 3 by 4 cup warm milk and add half tablespoon yeast to it. Then add half the quantity of sugar. I'm using powdered sugar here and stir for some time. Within a minute you can see the bubbles here. That means the yeast is activating. It is ready. And remember, don't keep the yeast like this for more than 1 minute. If the yeast is not doubling, then that is not good to use. In another bowl, add 2.5 cup flour. Then remove the flour from the middle and add the yeast mixture. Then add the balance 1 by 4 cup sugar. To this add 1 tablespoon of orange rind, half teaspoon each cinnamon powder and half teaspoon nutmeg powder and half teaspoon salt. Now add 1 egg. Just beat it a little and add to the flour. Now mix all the ingredients with the spatula. All the ingredients should mix together and you will see the dough is getting wet. See, all the ingredients has come together. It's looking nice and wet and sticky. Now add some butter to it and keep it for some time. Your dough should be wet and sticky. Then only you will get a soft bun. If you find it is dry, then add 1 tablespoon extra milk and then mix it. If you like my recipes, please subscribe and press the bell icon. After 5 minutes start kneading. For a no knead version, you should do like this. Just stretch and fold it like this for about 10 to 15 times. Then add the balance butter and keep it for doubling. You can either knead it with your hand or you can use a mixer. If you like to get a softer dough or softer bun, knead it like this. Give a good stretch and fold it back. You have to do this for around 2 minutes. In between, take a smoothener and clean the sticky parts and knead again. Once you stretch and knead, then only the gluten will form and you will get nice elasticity. Don't think this is a messy part or your hand will get the pain, but it is not. It is just like massaging and you will easily get out of this sticky part. Even I was quite lazy to do this, but now I love to knead it with my hand. See, the dough is stretchy now. You can add the butter and knead again. Once you add the butter, the dough is less sticky and it is easy to knead now. I'm just seeing whether it is getting ready. It is stretching nice and I'm kneading again. In between, I'm adding the balanced butter to it and kneading for another 2 to 3 minutes. Just take some oil in your fingers and flatten the dough and just stretch it. This is called a window pane effect. The dough is still breaking, so we have to knead it again. We can check again after some time. I guess that time we will get the good window pane effect. Give a good stretch and knead. See, the dough is getting less sticky. It is much manageable. Take some oil in your hand and stretch it and fold it back. You have to do this on each sides. Turn and do it again. I'm doing this for another 2 to 3 minutes and your dough will be ready by the time. We are going to check the dough again. Take some oil in your hands and flatten the dough and stretch it with your thumb and your 2 fingers. Slowly spread the dough and check whether you can able to see your fingers through it. See, it is stretching and I can see my fingers, but again it is cracking. So you have to knead it for another 1 minute and we are done. I am trying to make a small ball out of it. See, the surface is nice, smooth and soft. It's ready and we can add the kismis to it. Just keep the kismis in the center and knead it for another 1 minute. See, the kismis is incorporated well and we can make a ball out of it. Take another large bowl and oil it. We'll be keeping the dough in this for doubling. Make a smooth bowl and keep it inside. Smear some oil on top of it and cover the bowl with a cling wrap, or you can use a wet towel to cover it. Keep this in a warm place for around 1 to 1.5 hours, then it will be ready. See, the dough is double in size. Just punch it down and fold it softly. Now roll the dough in a long wood shape and cut it into equal parts. We are going to make small ball out of this and the shaping will be doing now. Take some oil in your palm, flatten the dough and try to fold from all the sides. You have to fold it inside to make a small ball and pinch it, then roll it. Now you will get a smooth surface. You have to do the same with all the other pieces. I am adding this to a baking pan which is oiled, or you can keep a butter paper. Keep all the other balls in the pan and cling wrap it. You have to keep another 30 minutes for the second rise. Then it will be ready to bake. See, this is double in size. Now spread some egg or milk on top of the buns and bake it. Now bake at 190 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes. I kept a foil paper on top of it not to burn the top. Now brush some melted butter on top of it. Take half cup powdered sugar and mix it with 3 tablespoons milk. Add it to the piping bag and pipe a cross shape on top of the buns. The buns having nice aroma and it is so soft. Thanks for watching.